Maureen is saving big holiday shopping at Amazon, so now she's free to become Maureen the Merrier. Food is her love language, and she really loves her grandson. Like, really loves.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids' apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
Charmin Ultra Soft has so much cushiony softness, it's hard for your family to remember they can use less.
Sweet pillows of softness.
This is soft.
Holy Charmin. Oh, excuse me. Roll it back, everybody. Sorry.
Charmin Ultra Soft is so cushiony soft, you'll want more. But it's so absorbent, you can use less, so it's always worth it.
Now, what did we learn about using less?
You gotta roll it back, everybody.
We all go, why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties through its programs Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and parenting education coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentJAX.
This is Brian Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
Oh, that spin class was brutal. Well, you can try using the Buick's massaging seat. Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Can I use Apple CarPlay to put some music on?
Sure, it's wireless.
It's something we all like. Okay, hold on. What's your Buick's Wi-Fi password?
Buick Envision 2021.
Oh, you should pick something stronger. That's really predictable.
That's a really tight spot.
Don't worry, I used to hate parallel parking.
Me too.
Hey.
Really outdid yourself.
Yes, we did.
The all-new Buick Envision, an SUV built around you. All of you.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? It's Wednesday, the 10th of November. I got a special guest on there who kind of snuck up on me. So we're gonna skip some of the stuff. We're gonna do this in a different order, just because I got I got one guest with me. But did Doug sneak off too that quick? But the show is gonna be about. What did I say? What was the title, Roy? Why can't we all get along? And I'm gonna give you some reasons why this is such a difficult task for us in mass. It's insane. Can't we agree? Yeah, why can't we all agree? That seemed to be the marching thing that lots of people. Why we can't all agree on this? Why we can't? It's because it's insanity. That's why we can't all agree on it. It's insanity. There's nothing we should all agree on. there's nothing I can think everybody should agree on. That's just how competition works. To make us better, we got to have some different thoughts, some different mindsets, and some different ideas. While I'm waiting on my guest to get back to his seat so we can get started, the best example I can give you is Roy. Roy runs my JBN. There's some things that we don't, I ain't gonna say we disagree, the best things we don't agree about certain things. It's called constructive criticism. You got to have that sometimes. But what we're gonna do is, because I know my man Doug is he on limited time this week, so we're gonna get him back another time. I'm gonna introduce y'all to man I met when I was back working at the club, and he came through on the spoken word night, and he caught my attention. And I'm gonna go on and call him out right quick. He did a song, a letter to my wife, that was just all that. He can't do it right now because he ain't done it in a minute, but he gonna be ready next time he come, just to give us a little something. And he plays guitar, you know what I'm saying? He the truth. Like I say, he was on when I knew I was a real nerd, when people listen to music and all the music they listen to, see on my iPod playlist, I just had spoken word. I didn't have no real music. I had like 8 hours of spoken word. And that would take me through weeks and weeks at a time. So I'm gonna let Doug introduce himself right quick, and we're gonna jump on into it. Then when he sneak off, I'm gonna go back and do my monologue. Welcome to the show, Doug.
What's up, my brothers and my sisters out there in the podcast world? My name is Doug Berry, and I'm happy to be here today, man. It was kind of didn't go as planned because I wanted to be at home, but I'm at the shop right now. I just finished cleaning up. And man, I'm just excited to be here.
After what you say was 5 years of standing me up, but we ain't gonna go into that right now. We're gonna
5 years, man, of standing each other up. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't pleading guilty to that one. No sir. No sir. No sir.
I think you owe me a drink.
Huh? What you say about a drink?
I think you owe me a drink.
The infamous blue. The infamous blue. See. I don't know if you can see. You got to get you one of them personalized glasses. You know what I'm saying?
I need that. I need that on my way, brother.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. I seen the link to my wife's page. She made that for me. That's what she does. Awesome, she designs custom glassware.
That's great.
But this is what we're gonna get into, like I said, because he got a limited time, so I want to go in and get into some subject. And when people always say, "Why can't we always get along?" To me, it's a cop out, because why do we all need to be sheep? Why can't everybody have their own opinion? Doug does spoken word, and he does some other things, but I knew him through spoken word. Doug knows lots of spoken word artists, and they're one of the best examples of how they promote each other. You don't hear one saying, "I'm better than this." They all promote each other, and I'm sure if we take him out the club, he got a favorite one. They got a favorite one. Ain't why we can promote each other, and that's all we got to do. But friendly competition is where it's at. And the truth is, part of the reason I wanted Doug for this show, like I said, we're gonna come back and do some more, is because that mindset is kind of what's hindering us. We won't call out people who look like us, who do us wrong. That's why we can't all agree on stuff, because sometimes you got to let some people go. Just because they look like you can't keep giving them excuses. And Doug is a performer, and I'm gonna do a quick one on this. Doug is a performer. You know what performers have over their crowd? And Doug, tell me if I'm wrong, but you have power. When people come to see you, you have power over them. If you ask everybody to stand up and start clapping at one of your shows, what's the bulk of the crowd gonna do?
They're gonna stand up and start clapping.
They're gonna stand up and start clapping. If Doug say, "Join me on the stage," it's gonna be a bunch of them coming, join him on the stage, because he told them. And if Doug see an emergency and Doug say, "Hey, we need to do something else," that's what's gonna happen. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what performers know they have to do. Security ain't got nothing to do with that. Because Doug, how much security you normally have at an event, Doug?
One person, maybe.
Right. Yeah. And one is usually good enough. And y'all know I do security. But that's why I pick who I do, because some people agitate the crowd. And as we talk about Travis Scott, while people say, "Oh, he ain't responsible." Yeah, he is responsible. He's got a duty to control his audience. He didn't say that. He been to jail twice for telling people to rush the stage, jump the barricades, do this, do that. That's his crowd. Does he bear some responsibility? Absolutely. Does he bear all of it? No, but he bears the bulk of it. It ain't the fire marshal's job. Anybody who been somewhere know the fire marshals don't ain't at the beginning stuff. They come and check the crowd out there, everything going. Once it's too crowded at that event, ain't nothing that can be done. I think Doug them did one. He probably don't even remember. But one of the events they did got too crowded. The fire marshal came in and told me I had to get 20 people out. See, but the fire marshal wasn't there at the beginning, and it was too many people. But we're gonna try what we try. But because they were not a hostile crowd, for me it wasn't a big deal. It's 3 of us, 3 security. But why can't we do this? And if we don't hold people accountable, they never learn responsibility. And Doug is a grown man. He probably in his late 30s, early 40s. But at some point, we have to start accepting my favorite phrase, accountability and responsibility for what we do, and we can't keep shifting it. And that's why we can't all agree, because we all agree that crowd always want to blame somebody else. If Doug don't eat, whose fault is it if Doug don't make enough money to eat, Doug? And see, that's that man's, you can't, the pandemic hit everybody. It didn't just hit Doug, it hit everybody. Doug had to adapt and make different practices to earn a living. And this is why we can't do it, because some of us love to sit back and blame everybody else. And don't get me wrong, there are outlying factors, but at the end of the day, we all claim to be grown. We gotta do it for ourselves.
No doubt.
And we can't keep sitting back saying, oh, somebody else should have did it. Somebody else should have did it. If Doug is in a business, is that your business, or you in it with somebody else?
I'm in, we're all independent contractors here, but we collectively form Cutting King. So everybody, pay their own booth, rent, and we just come together, man. It's one collective.
Right, and at some point, everything is a collection. Somebody got to make sure everybody is doing their part. And the sucky part is, if somebody ain't, some other people got to step up, and everybody got to be prepared. That you can't let, because one guy decide he don't want to pay his booth rent. Yeah, you ain't gonna let him be there, but that rent still got to get paid. So what you gonna do about it?
It happens every week.
See, and these are things that we have to overcome. Well, we're gonna all agree we're gonna keep paying this man's rent. Now, at some point, this man gotta own up and pay his own booth fee. And when I hear that, why can't we all do this? It just always irks me to my soul. And like I said, that Travis Scott thing I've been seeing, and it just keeps bothering me that everybody's trying to say that was his concert, that was his tour, that was something he organized. But it ain't his fault. He been arrested twice. Same thing. He can't plead ignorance to that. If I tell Doug 2-3 times that something is going wrong with his show and Doug refuses to change it, then it becomes Doug's liability. And I just want to get that one out of the way, because the one I really want to get to is with us as men. And I ain't had a conversation with Doug yet, because I don't like to get an audience too much. I don't like to give my guests a whole lot of time, because it takes away from the impromptu nature of it.
Okay.
Doug is a grown man. You married, Doug?
No, sir.
Okay. You been married?
Yeah, I was married. Remember, letter to my wife? That was
okay. That's what's up. I didn't know how that one came about. But when you're married, and a lot of us have been married, every relationship ain't the same. Everybody got their own different dynamics. We got to stop saying every relationship got to be the same. If the wife make more and the husband okay with that, they got to have their own dynamics. I ain't finna sit here and just blanketly say every man should pay his rent. Because what I tell y'all before, if Oprah decides she want me, the house I can afford to pay rent in, Oprah ain't gonna want to stay there. I know this. ain't no need of me acting stupid. But everybody got to work on their own dynamics. Most men want to pay their own rent, but some men know that their wife is a bigger breadwinner and they can get more with her money being the mortgage money, and they just got to make up for it. Because who pays the mortgage don't automatically make you the head of household. I know lots of men who don't make as much money, but they make great decisions. Therefore, the wife let everything go through the head of household. But when I see all this stuff about, us going half, and I made a comment, and I say, if a woman moves in with me, and we're gonna say this woman I'm dating, if she move in with me, the only way she should have to pay half if that was discussed prior to coming in, because to me that's a homie move. See, if Doug want to move in with me, yeah, Doug got to pay half. We roommates. But if I'm asking a woman to move in with me as my lover and potential partner, why am I putting her in the homie class? And then I'm gonna be mad because she ain't doing this, she ain't doing that.
Right.
See, when Doug move in, right, Doug gonna take care of his stuff. We're gonna have rules for the kitchen and all this other stuff. When you ask a woman who's your partner to move in, are y'all really splitting food? Not that I can't ever see splitting food with somebody, but I was in the military. But women don't want to do this. Women, well, damn, dude, if you asking her to pay half, you asking for her to act like a roommate. Which means she only got to take care of her stuff. She paying half. Go ahead.
That brings up a great point. Not to cut you off, but who's taking responsibility for the relationship? That's another tangent that you can kind of pop off on that. I mean, a lot of times, I've always said this, that as a woman, I'm a seasoned guy, you know what I'm saying? But as a woman, don't be the one to take responsibility for that relationship. Because when it fails, it's coming back on you. It's going to come back on you. And the man is not going to bear any responsibility in the failure of that relationship.
And I'm going to correct you. A dude ain't going to take none. And I tell you something, when you want to be the king, it's like playing quarterback. You get the W's and the L's. You can't sit there and so I was doing this, I was doing that. If you made a bad decision, you got to own it. You got to go ahead and own that bad decision and keep moving. But to sit back and we keep putting all these pressures on women, and I was in a heated debate with somebody, and they asked me a question about, I'm sure most of us have had a bad relationship. We've had that woman from hell. Like most of the women done had a dude who ain't shit. And I said, dude, I'm gonna just ask you one question. And you tell me this. Now we always hear, we keep hearing, we love to perpetuate the story about welfare breaking up the home and women wanting to be on welfare other than being in a stable relationship, which is stupid. I said, tell me the last time you heard of a woman walking out on her man and child and leaving the man to be a single parent. I'm sure it happens, but it ain't the norm. Because you know why? If I'm being honest, which I try to be, we walk out way more because we don't have no attachment to the baby, even though we know it's ours. That's what we do. And we keep blaming. We want to blame, oh, she ain't do this, she ain't do that. Well, y'all know I was a cop. Check it out. We are more, forget the stats that say black men are in their kids' life. I ain't arguing with that one. Black men are also, all men are more apt to walk away from the baby than the woman is. That's facts. That's facts. Because most of us, the good men who do it for whatever bad reason, we're good money earners. We ain't shying away from child support. Now you dirtbags, y'all a whole different category. But we love to blame the woman. Oh, well, she shouldn't have did this. I'm gonna put Doug on the spot. I don't think he ever had part in this question. Doug, when you start a relationship way back in the day, whose idea was it to take the condom off most of the time?
Most of the time, it was my decision to take the condom off. Most of the time.
And if we know this, because most of the time, I've had some women who didn't want it, but most time it's us. And we know what happens when you take the condom off. We ain't that stupid. And we don't consider the after effect because it's her job. But then if she want to get an abortion, I had a guy, man, I ain't with that abortion. I said, dude, I tell you what you can do. Go get an attorney. Go sign a contract that says she had a baby. You're going to take custody of the baby. Give her an option, because you saying this now, and see Doug smiling, but I know Doug know a bunch of guys. He done heard the stories when a guy get his girlfriend pregnant, how he gonna be there, how he gonna take care of the baby, how they gonna be a family. Women have heard this story way too many times. And within 18 months, dude done moved on. Still living his best life at the club, but man, that damn woman, she wasn't shit. Hold on, player. She was this. But when you pull that condom off, she was that same shit. Now she didn't just turn into shit after she became a parent. She wasn't shit when you pulled that condom off. What changed? And have you heard anything that sound anything similar to that, Doug?
Well, listen, man, I got a whole poem around that subject. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
damn. It's funny how you can just be randomly talking about different subjects. I'm like, I think I might have something that fits that totally. Yeah, so it boils down to responsibility, man, and recognizing your behavior and the root of your behavior. Because if you don't recognize the root of your behavior, you can never change it. You'll be stuck in that rut of doing dumb shit for the rest of your life.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Since you brought it up, Doug, you want to give us a few bars from that right there? Now I'm curious.
Oh, I know you are. I don't know if you ever heard this one. It's called Consequences of Slavery in 2 American Centuries.
No, I ain't heard that one.
Okay. It goes, a regurgitation of the consequences of slavery in 2 American centuries. The following piece I cannot claim to be my own. See, I'm just spinning up that was ingested a long time ago, where I learned the history behind deadbeat dads and video hoes, the truth behind overprotective moms, still rocking that 34-year-old Negro in the cradle of her arms, the urban legend behind hip-hop's misogynistic treatment of them so-called bitches, the psychological viewpoints of physical and sexual abuse. Hell no, DVP, this ain't no excuse, but we all know excuses are monuments of nothingness. Black folks, we are hot darn mess, but don't fret. Like the Tower of Babel, we can reduce that thing to a pile of gravel, and the walls of Jericho, they got to come down. Ain't you sick of that? Chicks sick and tired of that Jedi mind trick? No crackers think they slick. Got us believing we can't do no better, but this skin right here made for all kinds of weather. The preceding introduces the following, a paraphrasing of the brilliant work of Arthur Orlando Patterson, discussion of matters, explaining why we do what we do. So I looked in the mirror and I began with you. See, I fathered my first child when I was 26 years old. Brace your eardrums, but this shit here is bold, and so was she, attracted me with bright skin, bright eyes, track star thighs, and a Kool-Aid smile. At the tender age of 23, Mrs. C wanted to lay her little hands on me. I was a dumb ox going to slaughters. The blinders would not allow me to see that Mrs. C desired to have a child with me. So she came and we come, 36 and some change, the kingdom come. The irony was in his name. We called him Jonathan. The meaning is loyal, and my 26 and no record was Sawyer because I now had a son. Man, you should have seen that nigga run as far as the eyes could see. When I saw her again, Mrs. C was Mrs. G. At least that's the bullshit she told me. Result, no opportunity to become a normal Black family. There's a footnote, history. A player is synonymous with a stud, a Black buck that's bought to breed, impregnate them field wenches and spread his royal seed. Keep up them good genes until he's no more used to master. With an enlarged prostate, he gets pushed out the pasture, leaving 21 children become little Black bastards. Can you tell there's a freaking pattern? And I'm gonna cut it off right there because it goes on and goes on for another.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to get that one. And,
okay.
And it's you know, it's funny he said it. It's insane. He's saying some of the stuff that we've been talking about. And don't get me wrong. If you're a good dad, power to you. If you're a great mom, power to you. I have met both. And the numbers still say what they say. Stats still say what they say. We are more likely to walk out. You know, I told a story that no matter what you think about me, my first wife, I left my house. I left my kids. You know, even though I thought I was doing a good thing because I was gonna still pay the house note, but I'm the one who left. And you know, I was on a thread, and people talking about who broke up the household, who broke up the family, and everybody want to say the woman did because she filed for divorce. It's because men scared of filing for divorce because we don't want to voluntarily pay child support or alimony. Well, who broke up the family? Is it the man who went out and got another woman pregnant? Is it the man who left the household, who don't never come home? You know, men, generically, we want women to forgive us when we cheat because it's in our nature. But we not as forgiving when they cheat because then it ain't sex, which is odd to me because if we're honest, the first time most of us had sex that when we fell in love with, we didn't love them, we had sex. We was having fun sex. They was having fun sex. Why do we think they can't do it again? And you know, that whole mentality kills me, but it's why we can't all agree. See, I was a player before. I knew women who had sex for fun. I ain't had no shame about it. I had sex with married women who were upfront about they were never leaving their husband. For whatever reason, this is what women can do that. Women are way better at compartmentalizing than we are. You know, we love to misquote. Oh, women so emotional. Men, we logical. Well, why do men fight when somebody step on their shoes? That's not logical. Your shoes on the ground, but soon somebody step on your Jordans, you ready to fight. What's logical about? Give me the logic about that. There is no logic. We'll fight over them. We'll fight because we feel disrespected. Why? You fighting them ain't gonna change their level of respect for you. Me and Doug gonna fight because we like the same woman. Why? She gonna pick who she wanna pick. So what are we fighting about? But we not emotional. That's the lie we tell. And this is why we can't all agree because we're so in denial. And it's hard to find brothers, and don't get me wrong, it's hard to find brothers who can accept this reality. We're not all hunters and predators. Some brothers are meant to be helpmates. It's just a way of life. It don't make them a simp. It means they know their role.
Yeah.
You know, I was looking at something about alpha, and we was talking about it. You know, everybody want to be an alpha male. Well, in truth, while we can't all agree, alpha males suck. Nobody wants to be around an alpha male all the time, because if we actually look at what an alpha male is, they're slightly obnoxious. They don't follow directions because they want to lead. And there's a chart for that's, and to be an alpha male, a true alpha male, your power comes from the people, not from you. You can't come in the room and say, I'm an alpha male, I'm running shit. See, Doug is a great artist. So when Doug get ready to perform, the alpha him steps up, and the power that the people give him make people shut up when he get ready to perform. See, he gets that power from the people. He can't just tell everybody to shut up and they're gonna do it, because if they think he ain't a good artist, they're gonna keep talking anyway, because ain't that what we do when we hear shit to people?
Right on.
But when Prince or Michael Jackson or whoever your favorite artist starts, they become an alpha, because we shut up and we give our will to them. So I hear all these guys, while we can't all get along, claiming to be alphas. Oh, because when I walk in the room, you know, everybody look at me. Well, maybe because you're like a clown player, they ain't got nothing to do with an alpha. That's got nothing to do with being an alpha, you know. But you're trying to demand something. You feel the need to keep telling everybody. See, at least 3 times now, I've said something great about Doug. You ain't never heard Doug say how great a musician or spoken word artist he is. Because alphas do not possess humility. They don't, because they want to always be in charge, which is insane. And, you know, I forgot, I should have told Roy to put up the list of different types of people. But this is one of the reasons, like I said, I be watching Doug Page, and Doug will stand up for what's right. Sometimes we're right. And if y'all watch the show, you know, sometimes the man is right, sometimes the woman is right. It just depends on the scenario. There's no blanket thing that says this is 100%. So we ain't even gonna go there. But the norm is what we're doing. And as we talk about all of this, we talk about the sex, you know. Oh, I saw a guy make a post right before the show. Women will have sex with a man every day to keep him, then stop having sex once they get together. And I'm gonna steal Doug's word, and I'm gonna let him say something before he gotta go. I'm seasoned as well. Once upon a time, I tried this. They got a thing where they write 30 poems in 30 days. Well, you know, I'm a well-read guy. I seen this thing about, you know, what couples should be having 30, they should have sex for 30 days straight. I tried. I got to day 12. That rawness and shit, you don't want to have sex for 2-3 days. I'm trying to figure out who these people are that's having sex every day, because I want to call all y'all out. Each and every one of y'all got to be lying. Because if you're doing it and you're doing it right, you can't do 30 days because you become raw and tender. Doug, tell me something, brother. Tell me something.
Listen, man, you brought up another point that, you know, you been hitting on, we on the same frequency, you see what I'm saying? I was thinking the other day, you know how you have to ask, you know, go for 5 hours at night, you know, is your libido down? You want to go for 5? No, I don't want to go for 5 hours straight. Who wants to have sex 5 hours straight? Nobody.
What is that a sign of? That means you're doing something wrong.
Nobody wants that. You know, so stop, you know, perpetuating this lie to people, man. You know, people, it's just crazy, bro. You know.
Even at 20, I didn't want to have 5 hours sex, you know, not with the same person, but I'm looking at these dudes post this every day. Oh, we gonna do it every day. You know, I got another friend who's seasoned like us. He talking about he do it every day, 2-3 times a day. Bro, you only have a girlfriend, so make that shit make sense to me. But I'm gonna call you out, because again, I tried it. Whew. And it don't work.
It goes back to the poem that I didn't finish, and I'll finish on the next show. How you know, us black people have been over sexualized. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we think we gotta be ready on the drop of the dime, men and women. You know, we think we gotta go 3-4 hours straight, men and women. We think we gotta go 30 days straight. We're not built like that. We're human. You know what I'm saying?
But clearly we're not, because we all feel like we all gotta agree. And don't get me wrong, there are times when you may be able to do a bid and knock all that out. But again, it's about matching personalities. There is no one size that fits all. Some people are cool with once a week. Some people cool with twice a week.
Yeah.
You got to find somebody that matches what you do. And a lot of it is chemistry, because as you become seasoned, you know, that's going to be one of my new favorite words. You like intimacy more than sex a lot of times, because you know, one of the things I learned, one of my failed marriages, one of the things I liked was not having sex like 2 weeks before the marriage. So there are times when the buildup is what's up, because you, as you get older, it's quality over quantity. And you know, yeah, when you're 20, you don't think nothing about quality. You just need to practice. You need to practice. You get it in as many times as you can get it in and figure it out, you know. But as you get older, you're doing a little bit more. It's taking a little bit more energy. But you know, and I see guys like, oh man, you doing it, bro. I'm just telling you the truth, because I need for y'all lives to come up and tell me how y'all knocking this out every single day, 2-3 times a day. And then I want to talk to the women who gonna say, oh yeah, you know, he wasn't doing that. I just let him think he was, because we know they lie to us because our ego can't take it, because we're so logical.
That's another subject.
we're so logical, and this is why we can't all agree, and we don't have to. We don't have to. You know, I have clients who are GOP.
D, I had that chart for you if you want to see it.
Okay, and guess what they do? They got a whole different lifestyle. I got friends who believe one something and friends who believe another something. That's what makes us complete. We don't have to have the same thought process. We don't have to have the same priorities. And a man need to do this. No, whatever the woman is gonna go for, whatever the man, whatever them two work out is what works for them.
Yeah.
You know, in today's society, both everybody need to work. Well, maybe. What do y'all want? Because you could always downsize. So you don't have to get that $350,000 house. You can get that $180,000 house and pay less mortgage and save up some so you can move up, or you can go in and get that $400,000. Then everybody got to work. See, these fall down to choices. They're choices. You know, people, man, I'm paying $1,200 in rent. In rent, like for an apartment, yeah, I got a 2-bedroom. Damn, bro, I got a 4-bedroom house and I'm paying $1,190. You got screwed. Oh, but I want to stay in this neighborhood, right? So your choices put you out of budget, not the government, not nobody else, because you want to show out for the people. Kanye said, what did he say? We prefer brands over land. Everybody got mad. But then you look at us, what are we doing? See, look at dude. He ain't got on his Gucci shirt. So he ain't nobody. He got on Atlanta track club. Don't nobody know who they are. But he also saved $75 by not buying that Gucci shirt. See, so now he got $75 to do something else with. You know, I saw a post, somebody was talking about, you know, why we complaining about the gas prices? It ain't like we're gonna walk. You're gonna shut up and figure out how to pay them and pay them. But why can't we all get along? Why you think we can't? Why you think is it necessary that we all agree on something?
No, absolutely not.
No, why? Because I mean, that's what the white people do, and I ain't never seen that, but that's what the white people do.
But you know, we can agree to disagree. We don't do that. We're not well versed in agreeing to disagree. Because when you agree to disagree, then you still come together collectively to move the culture forward. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when we bicker, when we infighting, a lot of infighting goes on in our community, and it just further tears us apart. You know, because it's a thing where we can't. I hate to keep saying that. We can't agree to disagree. You know, we can't fight. We can't have our fights and come back together and say, okay, well, this is still the goal. We still need to buy this land, or we still need to do this, or we still need to do that. And that's down to even the cellular level of just a husband and a wife, or a man and a woman. We can't seem to get over our emotions and our disagreements to have a common goal. We need this house. You know, I was in a situation not too long ago, and me and the young lady, we would be on and off, you know what I'm saying, but we had a goal about doing some things together. And at the end of the day, it was the infighting that kept us apart. You know, we couldn't agree to say, okay, well, look, I understand that, you understand me, but we got bigger goals now. Can we look past that and, you know, make this happen? And we couldn't do that. And it takes two.
And that's what people don't understand. That's part of being a leader. You know, I tell people, when I got this house, me and Trina Marie went looking at houses. We saw a house that we really liked. It was at the top of my budget. I said, babe, I will get you this house because I want you to be happy. But You're gonna have to cook every day. We ain't going nowhere. We probably ain't gonna have cable TV. This is gonna max me out. I'm gonna have to work a little bit more, so you ain't gonna see me as much. But if this is what you want, this is what we'll get. And and I tell people want to have that conversation, but we got to be real about this. It's a nice house, but do we want to give up all the extras?
Right.
We found a house we liked a whole lot better for a whole lot cheaper, and we get to go. We now we can eat out. Now we can watch cable TV. And I tell people when they say they doing, oh man, I'm at the tip of my budget. Well, and I'm gonna use Doug again. It's like being a barber at his shop. Let's just say I don't know nothing about rent chairs, but let's just say they're charging $200 a week to get it. If you ain't got the clientele, because you can't expect him to bring you clientele. This is where you gotta know your role. You gotta start off somewhere small, build your clientele, and move up. This is something that seems like we don't like to do. We want to start off at the middle or the top. Oh, because I'm a good person. What the hell does that mean? But we don't want to do the work. Doug didn't wake up one day and just jump in the middle of a barbershop. He didn't just wake up one day and start selling CDs and say, man, y'all gotta support me. I like Doug music, bought one of his CDs. But people who told me I should buy one, dude, when I just heard you on stage, I don't like what I hear. So your presentation sucked. Oh, we still got to support each other. No. I will support you and clap for you. But when it comes to my dollars, it's got to make sense. It's got to be something I'm willing to invest in. And that's a thing we lose. Why don't we support each other? Well, sometimes we got shitty products.
Yeah. That's another conversation. That's another conversation.
So me and Doug got a whole lot going.
Well, we always looking for our core group to support us. They can't hold you up always. You got to go outside that group. You know what I'm saying? You got to establish your own circle. I mean, your friends in your family are your friends in your family, but they can't always hold you down. And that's where people get it messed up at. You know what I'm saying? And whatever you're doing, if you're a job or you're an artist, a lot of artists expect for their friends and their family to always come through. And when they don't, they disappointed. Oh, y'all didn't show up for my gig, or I didn't see you. Bruh, where's your other fan base? Your other million of people in the circle? Are you building your circle? Are you doing the work to build that circle outside of me?
And they don't, and they want everybody to do it. And it's like, dude, this require work. I got a management team that helped me with this whole show and page thing. I looked up one day, they say, man, you bum, you got 44,000 followers. Damn. I remember when I ain't have a 10. And most of them, I don't even have a clue as to who they are.
Yeah.
And you can't expect your business to prosper if you're dependent on people you know. That's just a true and hard fact.
That's real, man. That's real.
You look at all the true rich rappers, white people like their music, because that's who paying for it. Because we're gonna bootleg everything we can. When I go places, they don't have the CDs now. But when they used to do spoken word, I used to come with money because if somebody could give me 2 or 3 poems, I needed that. But if you just gave me one piece of shit, oh man, they passing the little thing around like at church, make a donation. Dude, you got to give something in my life for me to make a donation. I didn't like your piece of shit. I don't feel sorry for you coming here. You should have knew them people back at home should have told you, man, you ain't ready to go that long. And man, you ain't got to be so hard. I ain't saying nothing to him, but he can't keep bothering me for my money. And this is one of the things I don't understand about business. I tell the story about a friend of mine who had a bookstore. I want to support this brother. The book I wanted was $8 at B. Dalton. For him, it was $27. Dude, I can't do that. Oh, my rent higher than that. Dude, again, that's a logistical problem that you entered into. That can't be mine because my family still got to eat. So with them $20 extra I'm going to pay you, see, that's $4, $5 meals I just gave up. And Checkers lets you get 2 for $5. So shit, I can't, bro. It don't make sense to me. And we don't get that. We think everybody should find that. When I ask people to support my show, all you gotta do is get on Facebook and hit like. When I ask y'all to support my JB, all you gotta do is go to the App Store and download the app. It don't cost you nothing. See, when people got some free stuff, I'm with it. What I tell you, Doug, I say, Doug, do me a favor, because I know we don't talk all the time. When you post your videos, I ask you to tag me.
Yeah.
Because that's how I can support. I can't follow him all the time because sometimes I disconnect from Facebook. But tag me, I'm willing to share his music because I like his music. I don't give that to everybody. Folks don't start inboxing me about shit. Before I will promote your stuff, me or somebody from my team has got to like it. Because there's some stuff I promote that I ain't never seen. But one of my management teams said, hey, man, there's some good stuff. Well, shit, shoot me a link. Yeah. I'll like it. I'll promote it. Because that's what we have to start doing. We have to promote good stuff. We got to promote good stuff. That'll make us more legitimate. Because now when they know I'm promoting good stuff versus just, B gonna say whatever, them his people. When I promote these glasses, shit, people come up to me now for these glasses. Trina like, man, I'm tired. She said, I didn't mean for this to be a whole bit. This is supposed to be a little hobby. I said, Trina, these people paying. It ain't no hobby once they paying. See, this is a hobby. I want to turn my hobby into a paying gig.
Yeah, I'm saying.
So, but that's why we can't all agree, because we don't understand how business works. See, Sharonda got an Airbnb. All right, Sharonda, let me, we're gonna have to check it out. But I told people, if you send me something, I'm like David Letterman. If you send me a product and I like it, I will promote it for you. If you send me a piece of shit, I'm a good dude. I ain't gonna dog you out. I'm just not gonna promote it because I refuse to have it attached to my name. I'm sure Doug is the same way. Got that Atlanta Track Club on. Tell us something about Atlanta Track Club right quick there, sir.
Oh man, just a little organization here in Atlanta. If you like running, if you would like to run, I suggest you go ahead and get a membership. You get like 3 free races, free. Normally a race costs anywhere from $35 to register to $55 if you're late, if you're a procrastinator. But when you sign up, I think it might be like less than $50 to sign up. You're going to get 3 free races, 5K, maybe a 4-miler. I think it's free during the year. So it's a great way to keep yourself motivated, keep running, stay in shape. And it doesn't mean you got to run. You can walk it, you know what I'm saying? But it's just a great way to kind of keep yourself going throughout the year.
And see, this is the thing. See, now, when somebody can tell me something that gives my dollar value, see, that's promotable. I don't run. I tried it. I get tired. My insurance said, hey, my heartbeat get too far. They call me and say, hey, bro, your insurance, your heartbeat, slow it down. But I know people who do run. So if a race costs $35, $40 and you can get a membership for $50 and get 3 races, it makes sense. And that's where we get to this. But again, see, the key word was, if you're a runner, it makes a lot of sense. If you're not a runner, I still will support certain things, but like rich people, they can't support everything. You got to still pick and choose, but we got to learn that as business people, we got to make it marketable. Sometimes you need a marketable face or a marketable personality. People know who's good at sales and who ain't. Let them shine. We talked last week about how some people, it's my security business. I used to take my mom to all my meetings with me. Everybody love my mom. She ain't got nothing to do with the business. Well, she's my accountant. But when she's there, she just gave me instant credibility. Everybody, it's funny. Everybody call her, hey, Miss Bell, hey, Miss Bell. But they just call me Darren. I'm like, yo, y'all do know I'm the boss, right? But everybody referred to her as Miss Bell. Everybody asked about her. She was good as a face. She didn't make them faces that I made when they said crazy shit. She was taking notes and organized stuff because that's what she do. She was good for me. Why wouldn't I take her with me and buy her a pair of shoes? She already on the payroll. We don't understand how this is my company. I got to be the face of it. You're a shitty salesperson. Your demeanor ain't working for you. This ain't working for you.
Yeah.
Being a barber, it's one of the things I learned about barbers. Barbers are almost like bartenders. The good barbers learn how to listen first. Because a barber, at the end of the day, technical barber's a barber. Some of them got way better skills. I don't know if Doug can do all the crazy designs or if he just do a basic cut. But most people go to barbers, it's a little therapy involved.
Yeah,
the good barbers understand this. You know what I'm saying? They may give you a little, they feel the tension. They may put the little hot thing over your head. You don't need that shit, but it's a little relaxation. You throw them a little extra tip. You're going to be in the chair and wait for 15, 20 minutes. What is it costing them? They notice something. Other than that, I got my hair cut a couple times. Dude cut my hair, told me what the price was, and then looked at me for a tip. Dude, I can cut my hair for free. The fact that you charged me $20 when that sign say 12 and you still waiting for a tip, you don't know how bad I want to fight you right now. You don't know how bad I want to fight you. Oh, you want them cheap. You want them cheap, dude. You call it what you want to, but it's my money. What you got there, dude?
We got a lot to talk about, bro. I'm looking forward to the next opportunity to get together. I got to slide up out of here. But, we definitely got to get together, man. And till next time, man. I need one of those glasses.
Okay, and Trina on here now. She, she the one that want to come to your guitar school. So speak to Trina right quick. Trina,
Oh,
Doug Berry, Trina.
Trina, we got lessons this Sunday. So anybody, I can promote this real quick. We got guitar lessons, basically free. It's gonna be group guitar lessons. I'm just asking for a $10 donation at the Sanctuary Art Asylum. Malik and Kim Salam own the place. It's a beautiful place over in Kirkwood. From 5 to 7 this Sunday, we're gonna be tuning up those acoustic guitars, and we're gonna start our first super beginner lesson. So come on through, go to my page. More information, my Facebook page, Douglas Berry. But yeah, looking forward to it. And Trina, bring one of those glasses so I can purchase one off of you when you come.
I have his video that you wanted to play too.
Oh, well, he said I got the video still. Did you want to play video before you left?
I'll be back. We're gonna do this again.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on to it to the next show. But yeah, I'm gonna send you the link to her page because you got to design your own glass.
Okay.
See, mine say Random Thoughts with DVP. She made mine for the show.
Oh, awesome. Well, yeah, I definitely need that then because I got some branding I got to do.
Oh yeah. So yeah, as I sip on the blue, get the branding in because I'm a brand ambassador.
I'm gonna have my drink, man.
Say it again.
Next time I'm gonna have my drink.
Oh yeah, that's what it's for adult beverages.
For sure.
But do your thing, man. I appreciate you coming.
Love y'all, man.
Yeah, so let's get a better job of prepping next time. And again, I apologize because it was totally my fault.
Definitely, I got you, bro.
All right, I appreciate you.
Thanks.
And we're still gonna play one of his pieces even as he leaves. But yeah, I want to, and you know what? Sharonda's a great example. I like Sharonda. Sharonda had great parents. I grew up with her parents. It's crazy. I met her mom first, then her mom ended up marrying one of my best friends, and I never even knew they were dating. And then I met Sharonda, who Sharonda actually had me on a couple of shows for another radio person. See, no competition. She thought I was good at doing stuff, even though he turned out to be something different, but we ain't gonna go that deep into it. And she had me on his show. See, this is how we can do stuff and help each other out. I've invited Sharonda Crazy Ass to come on the show because Sharonda is, what's a good word for Sharonda? Sharonda is controversial for you know what I'm saying, just because that's what she does. But we still cool. We argue, we disagree, we make faces at each other. But if I call her, she's gonna answer the phone. If she called me, I'm gonna answer the phone. And we don't have to agree. It ain't that serious. Respect the other person's right to be different. Just because we don't agree don't mean we disagree. We just got different values. We got different situations going on. We got different whatever. And that's okay. And this is why we don't all have to agree. We don't all have to agree. We don't all have to get along. We don't all have to promote the same thing. Before Sharonda got busy, she used to be part of my little management team. Then she got busy, she dumped me. But that's a whole nother story. I ain't gonna get into that. But when we start talking about these things, when we start saying what we need to do as a people, what we need to do is get into the basics and get back into holding friendship, making that a valuable commodity. I saw a post where somebody said, yeah, so-and-so did me wrong. I ain't gonna call them out on Facebook. Why not? If somebody did you wrong, why would you let somebody else go to them? And I get, they may do the next person better, but they may not. I mean, just because Sharonda posted the Airbnb, I'm gonna check it out. I got another friend who do Airbnbs. Why can't I talk about both of them? Some people ain't gonna like his, some people may not like Sharonda's, and that's okay. Sharonda know that she ain't got the only Airbnb around, and she can't put everybody in there, and that's okay. And we don't seem to get that. All you got to do is put stuff out there and promote what's good. Now, if I don't like an Airbnb, like I said, I ain't gonna do all right. It's the difference between not liking somebody's product and somebody giving you a shitty product or mistreating you. Because I'm a big fan of it. If somebody mistreats you, yeah, you should call them out. Because there are people who sit in the shadows who've been mistreated and don't want to say nothing. One of our biggest problems is that we don't like to call people out who wrong us. Not who give us bad service. They actually wrong us, And we just like, oh, whatever. Kind of like no snitching. Well, I ain't gonna tell on them, cause what? And then when it happen to you, you want people to step forward. On that note, me and Trina was watching the news this morning. Or was it last night? No, it was this morning. Y'all saw the Amber Alert. And this is one of them I'm gonna call bullshit moments. And I should wait. But it bothered me so much because Trina kept trying to make it make sense. These people went to the grocery store last night, this morning, went back home. At 1 o'clock in the morning, they were unloading the car with groceries with 2 kids in the car. One of the children is 1, and the other one they never said. They left the 1-year-old in the car while they were taking groceries in. Somebody came and stole the car. They left the 1-year-old, what's up, Travis? They left the 1-year-old baby in the car while they took groceries in, but they took the other child in the house. Somebody stole the car. Now, y'all know shit happens. I know people steal cars as crimes opportunities. How many people, Sharonda, I know got kids. I think Travis got kids. How many people leave a 1-year-old in the car? But you know what? Let's not talk about the topic. Let's talk about the issue. How many people take a 1-year-old grocery shopping at 1 in the morning? Are grocery stores still open at 1 in the morning with the pandemic? Because I don't even think Kroger's 24 hours no more. But we're going to get past that because, you know, I got cop tendencies. I'm suspicious. I'm looking at this mother give this interview, and I love to look at interviews. She got a little lip gloss on, but her eyes ain't red. She ain't got no tears. Who can have their child kidnapped and in 4 or 5 hours they through crying and they all looking all white-eyed and got their little makeup on and got their hair, and then you got some crackheads and crew hanging around you. Right. Ain't nobody leaving the baby in the car for no reason. You take the baby in with the first bag. But who wake a baby up? What is it that you could need at 1 o'clock in the morning? What is it you could need from a grocery store at 1 o'clock in the morning? And see, I'm trying to make it make sense. But, you know, it got to the point I just told Trina, I got to call bullshit. Look at that mother. Look at that mother. This is one of them things why can't we all just get along? Why can't we all agree on something? She never called her baby by name. She never called that baby by name. She just kept saying the baby, the baby. I'm looking at this little crowd around her. The husband ain't with her. Let's just say he out looking for the baby. Don't know where he looking, because the car probably ain't got GPS on it or none of that. But you sitting there waiting on Channel 2 to come to your house with your friends. You got your lip gloss on. You look like you done shit showered and shaved, all your clothes together. You mean that I can't imagine somebody taking my child, and when they get to me, I'm looking like this with my bow tie, and you know, it sucks. I just went in the house. I wasn't in there no longer than 30 seconds, and I come back out, and my truck and my baby is gone. It's just not right. Please, if you have my baby, return my baby. He would never hurt anybody. Well, the dad wasn't there, so y'all know I already had a problem with that. But I'm gonna give him credit. I'm gonna give him an excuse. He was out looking for the baby while the mama was waiting on the TV. How does that sound? Sharonda, Trina, Cinnamon. If your baby missing, are you gonna sit at home while your man go look? I want y'all to humor me and say yes. Cause y'all all gonna sit in the house and let the baby daddy do what the baby daddy do. Cause he know more about the streets, and you need to be at home in case somebody call or whatever. I'm gonna be creative. I'm gonna be a writer one day. And Sam, you should be good. This go good with your book. So why are you sitting at home waiting on me to come do the right thing? We're gonna, for the sake of this story, I'm everybody's baby daddy, so I ain't got to keep calling different names. So while I'm out looking for our child, whose name you can't call, did you really get dressed and put on lip gloss and put your clothes together and all that stuff? Who the fuck does that? That is insanity. As a cop, when I found out about the kidnapped baby, that kind of took over everything. It wasn't even my child, but the urgency of the situation, and it was more pressing because of the way the mother was looking. She was disheveled. She wasn't making complete sentences. I had to do a lot of pulling out of her, and I realized that she was a true victim because she couldn't talk to me. Listen, I just need for you to listen to me. Get me a picture of the baby. I had to tell her everything. Yeah, they were black. I had to tell her everything I wanted because between the snot, the running eyes, I couldn't get nothing. So I wasn't even trying to ask her a bunch of questions. I understood that. I understood the people that were there to help her calm down. But she wasn't well dressed. She wasn't prepared for an interview. And I'm just like, damn, Trina, I hate to call this woman out. And we did this on another case we was watching. I forgot which one it was. I said, you know what? They lying. And I ain't saying the parents did it, but they knew something. Don't nobody, even irresponsible junkies, leave a 1-year-old in the car in an apartment complex while they take groceries in. Who in the hell? See, and this is why we can't all agree on stuff, because we ain't supposed to call each other out for dumbness. We supposed to sit there and make excuses and keep playing boo-boo the fool. Well, cross-reference. When white people do stupid shit, see, y'all need some white friends so y'all can look at their Facebook page. They don't keep doing crazy stuff. They stop mentioning people. Harvey Weinstein, Matt Lauer. They don't even talk about them people. They don't make excuses for them. We got to stop making excuses when we smell something shitty. Right. The alert didn't come to 5 something because we got the alert at, I want to say it was 5:01, 5:02, but yeah, it was around that time, 5 in the morning, for a baby that got kidnapped around 1, according to them. But I still want to know what grocery they went to. I still want to know, Trina want to know why both of them went in the house and left the baby. But they took the nephew in the house. None of this makes sense. None of this. Why we can't all get along? I'm gonna post 2 articles on my page about black people that are missing. Black kids, black women that are missing. Don't nobody share, but we'll talk about Will and Jada, who making a mint from us going to her site to check on their crazy story. Who gives a F? They're entertainers. And you know, it's crazy. I was telling Trina, for those of y'all who old enough to remember when Holly Berry was going through some stuff with I want to say David Justice, and she started crying, and David Justice said, y'all gotta remember, she's an actress. She cries on demand. So every time I see one of these Will things, they be like, look at Will. Y'all do know Will is an actor. He can look a certain way. This is what he does for a living. He's so sad that he won't live. Will got money, Jada got money. They ain't got to stay together for the money. They can take their shit and keep moving. Or maybe both of them are acting for us audience people, and we keep biting into it and sharing it, but we ain't sharing missing kids. We ain't sharing missing women. Make that make sense. And you know, as I had told other people, and I'm gonna give Sharonda credit. I ain't mean to say crazy. Well, I did mean to say crazy because she's crazy. But Sharonda can multitask. Trina can multitask. Cinnamon can multitask. Trina can multitask. They can talk about more than one subject at a time. See, we can post some foolishness and post some seriousness all in the same 20-minute time frame, because that's what normal people can do. When something bad happens, you ain't gotta live in the dumps unless your baby missing. Now, if your baby missing and you posting shit on Facebook about Travis Scott or anything else, I got an issue with you. That's a singularly focused issue. Unless you got other children, then you got to take care of your other children. But you shouldn't be posting shit other than you missing your child. Flooded with pictures. So if anybody see the baby, they can do what they need to. But you sitting there. I want to say it was Channel 2, if I'm not mistaken. I want y'all to look at the interview and tell me who in the hell put on lip gloss when they baby missing. Your baby missing 4 hours. This is why people don't take us serious. Look at the little junkies around her. Hell, I couldn't figure out if it was a man or a woman. Didn't matter. Why are you there? She ain't crying. She don't need no people. She ain't crying. She just as cool and calm as collected. My baby was 1. My baby was 2. It's BS. It's BS. I hope they do find a child. I hope they find out. I hope that it ain't some insurance scam going wrong. I hope a lot of things. But yeah, that one is overly suspicious to me. It's overly suspicious. And at some point, now might not be the time. But put an asterisk by that and watch what happens. Because we can't keep letting people shit on us who look like us and us not calling it out. Because then that's where the problems arise. And that's when we get our credibility lessens. It lessens. Oh, I knew something was suspicious, but you ain't say shit. You ain't say shit. So again, we gonna just say it happened with us. I called my homeboy at 1 in the morning so he can come get me so we can hit the streets, because clearly we ain't got but one car. So my woman is going to sit in the house and wait, because we don't need to be separated. It needs to be a home base, because we probably both ain't got cell phones for whatever reason. But somebody need to be at home just in case the car thieves bring the car back. Now, let me just take a sip of my blue. Let's just say, out of all the carjackers I know, and I do know quite a few, don't judge me. When they steal a car and see the baby in it, it's a 2002 Ford, which means it ain't worth that much. It's a 2002. They ain't finna get no money. They will leave that car and keep moving. The baby ain't worth it. Now, here's something I want y'all to think about, and I don't mean to put evil in the air. But who can vouch that that baby was ever seen? That's why I want to know what grocery store they went to. Who's seen this baby? Who's seen this baby? I'm suspicious. I would love, I hope, and I want to say I hope and pray, but y'all know I don't pray. I hope and pray that I'm wrong. But I got 1, 2, I know I got at least 3 women on here right now, Cinnamon, Sharonda, and Trina, who don't never agree on the same thing. But all 3 of them say they would have never left their baby in the car at 1 a.m. Ain't now one of them leaving their baby in the car. Sharonda cooks. Sharonda does big time meals. So when Sharonda go to the grocery store, she probably buy more than most. And all her kids are grown now. But if she had a baby, I'ma still say the same thing. Sharonda gonna grab a loaf of bread. She gonna put that baby on her arm, and that's what she taking in the car. That's what she taking in the house first. Once she get that baby in the house, she can come back and get the rest of the stuff. But she ain't finna leave the baby in a car, in an apartment, in a parking lot at an apartment complex. Now, if you got a house and got a garage, maybe. If you forgot to shut the garage, maybe. But ain't too many people running down to no garage, stealing no car. In an apartment complex? In an apartment complex? Is that, come on now. You gotta, y'all done had 4 hours to think up a better lie. The car wasn't running. The dad was in the house. What was the mama doing? And again, Sharonda, Cinnamon, Trina. Other than diapers, and I ain't even gonna say diapers because I know all y'all are resourceful. What is it that you can need at a grocery store at the last minute that you're gonna get your 1-year-old out the bed for? I'm gonna ask 3 ladies with different mentalities. What would you get up at 1 a.m. in the morning, midnight, to go to the grocery store for with a 1-year-old? Because I tried to make it make sense. So I'm gonna ask the ladies. Please tell me something. Damn. Most of us women don't even take groceries in the house if a man is there. Okay, good one, Trina. I'm gonna give you that. Medicine for the baby. But ain't too many pharmacies open that time of night. Ain't too many pharmacies. So Trent, I'm gonna have to give you a gig. But I like that one. That was a good answer. So you gonna get some children's Tylenol. Okay, so that's how many bags does it take to put you? So if you put one tablet in each bag, you got a bunch of bags. So that's why you leave the baby in the car. Okay, Trent, we got to dismiss your answer. That one didn't work. What the hell could it be? Travis, not Travis. Yeah, Travis, you here? What is it that you would go to the store and take a hell? Dudes ain't taking no baby at 1 o'clock nowhere. Hell, we don't even want to take kids to the store with us at night because we want to just go in and get out. What is it? What is it that could do it? But in her case, that would make right. The baby was wearing a shirt, according to her. Again, as I thought more and more about it, until they can show us what grocery store they went to and somebody can see this baby, I don't think the baby was ever in the car. I don't think the baby was ever in the car. And that's why, I'm like Sharonda, I hope the baby's found safe and alive, but I'm more suspicious about where was this baby ever? Because who takes the older nephew in, but not the baby? Ain't the baby the first something that you're concerned about? Ain't the baby the first something you concerned about? And I'm trying not to be suspicious, but what else can I be? What else can I be? And it's insanity to me. And I'm watching this, and there's some people who gonna want to give her the benefit of the doubt. They're gonna go out looking and searching and doing all this other good shit. But why are you searching for that bullshit car with a drive out tag? So you just bought a car because still got the drive out tag. Oh, you wait on the tag to come back. That's what it is. And that makes no sense nowadays because I bought a car. I got a tag that same day. No, I didn't. The reason I didn't get it the same day was because I ordered a military tag. But once you take it down and you got the insurance, they give you tag the same day. Now, ain't nothing to wait for. So if they bought the car, what's the day? Wednesday. If they bought the car Tuesday or Monday, they could have got a tag. They could have got a tag. I'm just trying to make it make sense. But until they get to this until they get to this grocery store and they run the footage where somebody can see this baby, I ain't believing the baby was never there. The more I think about it, the more suspicious it sounds. Travis, you in law enforcement, do it sound suspicious? Is it out of reach? And you got 3 women telling you they ain't finna put nothing above their baby. What Trina say? She love her nephew, but he got to wait. But if both of the parents are together, I'm just thinking me. Trina gonna take the baby and the nephew. Depending on how the nephew is, he may get a bag. But Trina got her hands full, one hand holding the baby, the other hand holding the nephew. I'm getting everything else. Even if I got to go to the bathroom, I'm just going to grab one bag. And I ain't trying to make it make sense. And I gave up because they used the key to open the door, but they left the key to the car in there. Why y'all leave the key to the car in there? Who? Evil laughter. Who in the hell leave the key in the car? In an apartment complex. Now, Trina, y'all just popped up at the same time, so I had 3 months I could run this by. But so I'm gonna drift on over that. That was just bothering me. Then Travis showed up, who is I trained Travis, but this is how we get to that part of it. Why can't we all agree? What is there to agree on that we all got to agree? Some people gonna want to feel sympathy for, and I'm cool with that. Feel sympathy. It just won't happen over here. But oh shit, I got 3 women. Trina, Sin, Sharonda. Question for you, ladies. And then why can't we all? There goes Sammy. What's happening, Sam? Nothing can make parents wake their 1-year-old at 1 a.m. If they needed something from the store, one of the parents would go, the other would stay home with the kid. Oh shit. Doesn't that make a lot of sense? Where you going, Trina? You ain't got to work. Doesn't that make a lot of sense, Sam? Why do we both need to go to the store to get whatever it is? Trina had a good point. You go to get medicine. But why does it take all of us? Why does it take all of us? And then where did the nephew come from? Maybe he worked at the store. Ladies. And Samuel, I'm gonna get to you next. Welcome back. Ladies, have y'all ever had a baby for a man and left him with the baby? Like left, like dudes do women. Because I'm trying to get some stories of where a woman got pregnant and then just left her child with the man. Samuel, you got any kids, brother? I'm just I want to make this work into the why we can't all get along. Why is it we just keep trying to force something that makes no sense? See, while I'm waiting on them, I would go more for, I ain't gonna make it right, but I would go more for, if your child needed medicine, you run to the store right quick and left your child at home alone because the store was only 5 or 10 minutes away. I would believe that more so than this whole grocery store story. All right, Sam, you got a couple of kids. That's what's up. You were selfish, right? But guys was talking about all the stories that women do. And, I'm gonna call out whoever I think is wrong, and I'm gonna still stick with it. 9 times out of 9.5, women get left with the children. But when they were pregnant, they were told a story that was greater than the Bible. The guy swore he was gonna stay there. The guy's gonna do this. Y'all gonna be a perfect couple. He gonna be there to support his family. Yada 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 yada. I need for a single man to tell me he heard that story from a woman. I need for a single man to say, hey, when I have your baby, I'm gonna be the best wife ever. I ain't gonna never leave you. I'm gonna take care of y'all. Yada yada yada. Who heard that story? And then the woman just dipped. All of a sudden, the dude wasn't nothing. He was a neighborhood tramp or all this other craziness. Where did that come from? Where did that come from? Oh, and I got more people. Samuel, are you married, sir? Cinnamon, I know you ain't married right now. Sharonda probably got somebody hiding in the closet. I'm sorry, handcuffed in the closet. They ain't hiding. Trent, you still with me, or did you leave? Because I got 2 women. Samuel's here now, so now it's 2/3. Where y'all at? I got questions. I forgot the damn question, Sam. I asked you if you were married. Sam, I want to get into your business just a little bit because I'm tired of seeing this post. Who the hell has sex every day? This is why we can't get along. I'm so tired of seeing this. The last post I was saying before you guys got here, somebody posted, women will have sex with a man every day to get him. And then when they get him, they don't want to have sex every day. Who the hell is having sex every day? I'm so confused by this. I tried to do the 30-day challenge one time and couldn't because I just don't see how it happens. Who the hell has sex every day? If At some point, sin, don't you get raw? Don't it get sensitive down there? I mean, if you're just doing a quick, as Rich Pryor would say, yeah, fine. But if you're doing the real deal, can you do it every day and not get raw? See, when guys say they do this, it makes me look at them with the side eye. This is why we can't agree on everything. Sex every day, it don't even sound realistic. Even prostitutes don't do it every day. The body needs time to recuperate. Needs a day off from time to time. And do women really have sex to catch a dude? And if they do, then fellas, that means something wrong with you. So you weren't paying attention to nothing but the sex. That's all you required to be in a full-fledged relationship. Who does it? It's not sustainable. Shit, son, even if it ain't full beast mode, after 12 or 13 days, it's gonna be some raw rubbing. Raw rubbing, even if you don't do the whole missionary thing. Cause man, after so many days, a hard on hurt. I don't want to do nothing that's gonna mess that up. He just need to rest. He just need to rest. He don't need no kind of excitement in his life. The last thing I need is for blood to hit that spot because it's gonna be painful. But maybe that's just me. Maybe I don't understand. But is there anybody that any of y'all agree with all the time? Is it any of y'all who don't never have a conflict within yourself because you can't make a right decision? So how do we think we're going to agree with everybody else? How does that work? So why do we keep trying to push that narrative when we know it's as false as it goes? You do the best you can with what you got. Cinnamon does poetry. You missed the first part of the show, and I had another spoken word artist on here. I'm gonna have to get y'all back. Performers have a lot of power over their audience when they are good. They can suggest that certain things be done, and the audience will usually comply because they're there for the entertainment value. So when artists be like, yo, everybody clap your hands. That happens, you get a bunch of people clapping their hands. But somebody ain't. Man, why you ain't clapping hands? I'm tired, I don't want to. I just want to enjoy the show. I ain't come to be a part of the show. I just came to enjoy the show. Oh man, you hating, you taking away. Dude, I ain't taking away nothing by not clapping. You enjoy yourself, I'm gonna enjoy myself. Everybody think we gotta do the same thing. If we not, we in conflict. And we not. Me and Samuel can be best of friends. I guarantee we're not gonna agree on the same thing. And guess what? It's not a deal breaker. How do you learn from people if y'all agree on the same thing? What do you learn if y'all know the same things? It makes no sense that we got to have this to the point where we think it's the only way things can happen, that we have to agree on all the same things all the time, or we at odds. But the minute, and I'm going to use Samuel now, the minute Samuel don't agree with me, now all of a sudden I got to make him my enemy. Or I got to start calling him names because his opinion is different than mine. We call that a lack of respect. That's what we'll come at odds, from the lack of respect. He's supposed to be different. The ladies are supposed to be different. Samuel got 2 kids. They're probably very different. He can't treat them the same with everything. We got 2 kids. One loves praise. One is so helpful. One loves praise, but ain't that helpful. They're not the same. They got different triggers to make them, to get what we want out of them. I can't tell Samuel how to raise his 2 kids. I don't know nothing about him. I can tell Samuel what I do with mine, and if something fit, he can try, but I can't tell Samuel what he shouldn't do. What I can say that we should stick to is, Samuel, raise your kids, I'll raise mine. Ain't no disrespect, but he don't need me telling him how to raise his like I don't need him telling me how to raise mine. And we can still be cool. People tend to have a problem with that whole mindset. And I don't understand why. Why is it we want people to respect our differences, but we don't want to respect their differences? Can anybody know? Anybody got the answer for that test? Why is it we can't respect other people's differences? Why is it we want to be respected for our differences? Flipping back, why is it most of us want to hold Donald Trump responsible for what happened on January the 6th, but we don't want to hold Travis Scott responsible for what happened a couple of days ago? Words are powerful. We got freedom of speech, but not freedom of consequences. When you have a history of bad behavior, it does follow you. There's nothing you can do about it. You're predisposed. Things happen for a reason. You got to figure it out. And sometimes you got to accept responsibility. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Sam, where you been? I ain't seen you in a minute. I remember your name, but I ain't seen you in a minute, sir. Who's still here with me? Trina said she was gonna leave me. So when we sit back and we talk, Travis, you still here? We sit back and we talk about what works and what, oh, okay, no problem. And what doesn't work, it's great to get advice. So we got more tools on the tool belt. But that's all we really need. If we ask a question. Cinema can do certain things I may or may not agree with. I may do certain things that she may or may not agree with. But Cinnamon, at the end of the day, got to make the best choice, the best decision for Cinnamon. DVP got to make the best decision for DVP. And the sooner we understand that and accept that concept, you know, guy told me, man, why you keep buying them old cars? If I was you, I'd do this. And if you was me, you wouldn't have no money saved up. I prefer to have money saved up than have a brand new car and a car note and all that go with it. Well, I'm just saying, you can afford a brand new car. It's a lot of shit I can afford that I don't get. Why you feel the need to count my money? Why you feel the need to figure out what I need to be doing? Man, but you judging me from the outside. You don't know what's going on in my world. You don't know nothing about what kind of bills I got or nothing I got. But you want to judge me. As we judge Will and Jada, not knowing shit about what's going on. We only know what they tell us. You know, I was telling Trina back when I was doing security at a hair show, I met Rashida and Kurt. They seem like a super duper loving couple to me with all the shit that's going on the show. If we got the opportunity to be on a reality show and we wanted to make the money like they make, oh, we're gonna have some scandals. We're gonna plan these scandals. You get paid more for that. You get paid more for that. So, you know, we got to accept that. And this is why we can't sit back and say, why we got to agree with everything. Oh, support them because of this. Support them because of that. And that's what's going on. So I just wanted to, it was bothering me. The girl was bothering me with the kidnapping. And I just had a problem with it. And it's like, you know, when I tell people, I don't ever share the message about I won't dog a brother. I'm here to uplift my brothers, yada, yada, yada. I won't share that message. I will uplift brothers who mean good. I will uplift sisters who mean good. I won't just randomly uplift people just because they look like me. Just because I was told I should. There needs to be something there. And that's what we got to start doing. That's how we can become better. That's when we could all agree. We should all agree to try to make our situations better. The way I make my situation better may not be the way Roy make his situation better. And that's okay. Man, I told you you should have did this. You should have got them tomatoes instead of. Life is based off bad decisions, and we're going to make them. So, and, you know, and that's just what it is. I'm actually going to let y'all have this little bit because I actually need to get prepared for something else. Cinnamon, before I leave, we need to talk. I need some poetry stuff. And what was the thing you were supposed to be coming and doing? I got questions. I need you to give me some questions, and we want to do a segment with that, but we'll talk later on. Y'all answer the question. Y'all answer the questions about the mother that's just bothering me. So what I'm going to do, I got way too much blue. I'm gonna drink me some more blue. I'm gonna let see if Roy want to come on and tell y'all some things that my JBN got planned in the upcoming future.
Next week, I'm gonna have some. I should have some big information next week.
Okay, so next week, be prepared for some big information. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna put y'all, as we like to say, we're gonna put y'all in independent study, and we're gonna call this a quick day. So what I want to say is I want to thank y'all for y'all time. I'm gonna get Doug Berry back. We got some more music from him. Roy gonna have some information for y'all next week. I'm gonna have some information for y'all next week, and we're gonna get into some shit. So Cinnamon, be ready. Sharonda, stop playing. Be ready. Samuel don't work too hard. Travis, you know what it is. All right. So until next week, y'all know what it is. We're gonna leave early. There's a little 7:20. But until next week, y'all know what it is. Cheese, popcorn, and chicken grease. And I'm out.